kiptv, a visual university for kids. My name is Ryan and I will be reading out the book Wacky Wednesday by Dr. Seuss, illustrated by George Booth.
It all began with that shoe on the wall. A shoe on the wall shouldn't be there at all. There is a shoe on the wall. I wonder what keeps it from falling down. That's strange. Then I looked up and I said, "Oh man!" And that's how Wacky Wednesday began. There is a brown boot on the ceiling. How can that be? Look at this clock. Number 10 is missing. Usually, we see number 10 between 9 and 11 on our analog clocks. I looked out the window and I said, "Gee, more things were wacky." And I saw 3. If we look closely at the bottom, hose pipe is broken. But water is still coming out of the sprinkler. How is that even possible? That's totally wacky. Look over here. Have you ever seen a worm chasing a bird? No, right? Me neither. Normally, it is other way round. That's silly. Now, let's check out this apple tree. Bananas are growing in an apple tree. That's super duper wacky. I went down the hall and I said, "Hey! 3 more things were wacky today." Look at this door on the right. There are 2 knobs instead of 1. That's wacky. Check out the table legs closely. Candy Cane is holding up the table. Have you ever seen Candy Cane as one of the table legs? Me neither. That's super wacky. Look at the pictures closely. One of the picture of a man in yellow is upside down. That's silly. In the bathroom, more. In the bathroom, 4. This child is wearing a sock. I wouldn't wear a sock in the shower. Look at this toilet seat. Palm trees coming out of it. That's silly. Look over here at the right faucet on the sink. The faucet is upside down. It will spray the water into air if somebody turns on the water. That's super duper wacky. Check out the bottle on the shelf. There's a goldfish in it. That's silly. I began to dress. Then I said, "Wow! 4 more things were wacky now." There's another boot stuck up on the ceiling. That's strange. Look under the bed. There's a brown boot stuck upside down. That's wacky. Look at the analog clock. Numbers in this clock are not in order. 12 should be up at the top and 6 should be at the bottom. Check out this green chair. Its leg is broken, but still it is standing. That's wacky. I looked in the kitchen and I said, "By cracky! 5 more things are very wacky." Look closely at the red table. The circular piece of this table is missing. That's wacky. Look at the bottom of the page. There is a mouse chasing a cat. Usually, this is other way round. That's totally wacky. Look under this refrigerator. There is a bug holding up the refrigerator. How can that be? That's silly. Check out this black umbrella in the pot. That's wacky. Look at these yellow cups. They all are on the hooks, except for the last one, which is floating in the air. That's wacky. I was late for school. I started along and I saw that 6 more things were wrong. Oh man, there is a tiger instead of a baby in the garage. That's totally wacky. Check out this red car. Driver is sitting at the back. That's wacky. At the top of the page, there is a tree coming out of the chimney. How is that even possible? That's wacky. Look at this yellow house on the left. The stairs should have been under the door, but these are on its left side. That's wacky. Look over here. There is a window floating in the yard. That's silly. Look at this pink house. The door is missing. How can people even get in and out of the house? That's wacky. And then 7 more. Look at the second house. It's incomplete. Some part of it is missing. Check out the sky. The sun is green. That's super wacky. Normally, the color of the sun is yellow. Look over here on the road. There is a red shoe with a yellow bird on it. That's totally wacky. Look at the man sitting behind the driver. Its legs are sticking out of the bottom. The car and the rear wheel of the car is also missing. That's silly. Check out the traffic light. It says green for stop and red for go. That's wacky. Normally, it is other way round. Look over here at the top on the right side. There is a telephone pole floating in the air. Look at the driver of this red car. There is a shoe on his head. That's silly. And the Sutherland sisters, they looked wacky too. They said, "Nothing is wacky around here but you." Look at this red girl in the middle. Her legs are missing. That's wacky. Look at this girl on the right. Part of her neck is missing. But look, I yelled. 8 things are wrong here at school. Nothing is wrong, they said. Don't be a fool. Oh man, what is this turtle doing on the tree? Check out the shoe hanging out of a tree. That's silly. Now wait a minute. Why are tigers inside the classroom? That's super duper wacky. Check out the sign of the school. This is wrong spelling of school. School is actually spelled as S-C-H-O-O-L. School. Look at the American flag. Stripes are in small rectangle and stars are in bigger rectangle. Normally, it is other way round. That's wacky. Check out this pole of the flag. It is broken in the middle. Look at the top of the flag. There is a shoe. That's wacky. Check out the sign. Spelling of 4 is wrong. It says for sale instead of 4. I ran into school. I yelled, "Miss Bass! Look, 9 things are wacky right here in your class." Miss Bass is on roller skates in classroom. That's wacky. Look at this leg of the table. It's inside a shoe. That's silly. Look at the alphabets on the chalkboard. These are not in order. Y should come before Z. Look at this girl. She is standing on the head of a boy. That's super wacky. Look at this boy. His chair is missing. Look at the picture of Abraham Lincoln on the wall. But there is a wrong name under it. Look at this old man in the classroom. That's strange. Look at this boy. He is sitting the wrong way. Oh man, look at this boy in green. He doesn't have his head. That's super duper wacky. Nothing is wacky here in my class. Get out. You're the wacky one. Out, said Miss Bass. Check out this picture. It has a wrong name under it. That's wacky. Look at this plant closely. Phone cord is attached to it. That's wacky. There's a mouse in the end of this phone cord who is chewing on the cord. That's wacky too. I went out the school door. Things were worse than before. I couldn't believe it. 10 wacky things more. Look at this boy. He is walking his alligator. I have never seen an alligator on a leash. That's wacky. Check out the flag. Stripes are blue and white instead of red and white. Check out the L-shaped building at the back. It is floating in the air. That's wacky. Check out this statue. The man in it is facing backwards. Look at this man. His bench is in the water. That's silly. There is a shoe at the bottom of the flagpole. Look at the bottom of the tree. There is a boot. That's silly. Look out at the hood of this very long car. There is a boot on it. That's wacky. Look at the top of this car. There is a woman pushing baby carriage on top of it. That's super duper wacky. There is a giraffe in the sewer. That's totally wacky. Then I counted 11. Now, look at the green tree on the left. It has a chimney on it. That's super wacky. Look at the yellow tree on the right. It has no green like others. Look at the sign. Spelling 4 of 4 is wrong. It should have been spelled as F-O-R and not F-O-U-R. Look in the carriage of this woman. It has a tree in it. That's super wacky. Check out the sidewalk. The woman in green is pushing an alligator in her carriage. Look at this carriage. Its front wheel is missing, and instead of a wheel, there is a ski. That's silly. This woman has no wheels at the back of her carriage. That's wacky. There is no wheel at all in the carriage of this woman. Look inside this carriage. There's an old man sitting in it instead of a baby. That's totally wacky. Look at the very top of this page. There's a boot floating on the smoke. Look at this door of the school. It is not vertical, but horizontal and little upward. I wonder how would anyone get in or out this door? Then 12 worse things. I got scared and I ran. I ran and knocked over Patrolman McGann. Look at this carriage. It is carrying so many children in it. Check out the cow. It doesn't have any head. It's wacky. Look at the feet of this pig. They are not looking normal to me. Look at the store in the middle of the sidewalk. That's totally wacky. Check out the baby carriage next to the door. It has feet instead of wheels. And the woman herself is on wheels. That's super duper wacky. Here, the tiger is pushing the carriage. That's super duper wacky. Look at this woman. She has bare feet, and her shoes are behind her. That's wacky. Look at this woman. She is pushing the baby carriage upside down. That's silly. Look at this carriage. Woman is sitting in it, and her baby is pushing it. That's silly. Look at this tilted plane. It is trying to land on the road. That's wacky. It's not a runway. Look at this car floating in the air. That's silly. Have you ever seen a road turning into a ramp and cars jumping over a river? Me neither. That's wacky. There is a window floating in the air. That's wacky too. I'm sorry, Patrolman. That's all I could say.
Don't be sorry.
He smiled.
It's that kind of a day. But be glad, Wacky Wednesday will soon go away.
Look at the badge of this patrolman. It has a shoe on it. That's silly. His hand is in the shoe. That's wacky.
Only 20 things more will be wacky, he said. Just find them and then you can go back to bed.
Check out the legs of the patrolman. He has 3 instead of 2. That's wacky. Check out this man on the bench. He is sitting upside down. That's totally wacky. Look at the bottom of the bush. There is a wheel under it. That's strange. Check out this road. It is going up into the sky. That's wacky. Check out the sky. There are 2 suns instead of 1. That's wacky. Look at this house. It's floating in the air. Where do you see that? There is a big airplane on the road. That's wacky. Look at this pig. It has no legs. How's that possible? Check out the fish which is outside the water. And with its fishing rod, it is fishing a man. That's silly. Look at these 3 houses. They are stacked up on top of each other. Look at the chimney floating in the air. Check out this car. It is also floating in the air. Look at this woman on the road. She is running with a baby carriage on the road. That's wacky. Check out the bottom of the bush. There is a shoe. That's wacky too. Look at this tree. It's broken in the middle. A part of it is missing. How could that be? Look at this woman. She doesn't have a head. That's wacky. And look at this woman. She is sitting on a chair. That's strange. Look at this carriage with 3 babies in it. The feet of the babies are moving the carriage instead of wheels. Check out this one. There are wheels and a baby, but carriage is missing. That's totally wacky. Look at the sidewalk. An end of it is rolled up. That's totally wacky. Wacky Wednesday was gone when I counted them all, and I even got rid of that shoe on the wall. Thank you for reading this book with Red Titan. Thank you for listening. If you like to see some more books, read along with Red Titan. Please subscribe to our channel to watch more fun videos. Bye!